How do you cut and paste into a node? Like if I wanted a node, so I create a node and I want Mesa Unit 5th grade, the first module. How do I cut and paste and put it in there? Excuse me.
So you want to copy and paste the full unit or just a lesson?
Yeah, the full unit.
The whole unit. Well, you would use the Collaborify Roadmap app.
Okay.
When you click on it, create, and then here you can insert any map that you've already downloaded. You're going to click File, Change File, and search for that unit that you want. So you
and then attach it. Okay. And then you hit, okay. Yeah. Yep. Well, I was doing my daily schedule and I figured if I'm doing reading workshop, I might as well download the whole unit, right? And then I can work with them. You think it'd be better to go daily lesson?
For the kids,
yeah.
I would say give them one lesson at a time.
Okay. Okay.
But for you, as the teacher, you can have in an Apple node the full unit so you know what the next lesson is to search it better. See if you want to skip it or
not. So I could still have the Apple node on my schedule, but only let the kids see lesson 1 every day. Change it.
That's what I would do.
Now, how do you see what the kids see? I know now that I...
Excellent question.
How do I see what they're seeing at the same time? Because I know what I'm seeing, but I almost feel like I need to be a student and add me to the list.
So you want me to show that, Leah?
Sure, Nicole, show them. You wanted to show it earlier. That is an amazing question. So important.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was headed at right at lunchtime there. So I left off, I had added that review game resource in here. And I wanted to show you kind of what that looks like from a student view. So just to test the student view rather than distribute it and try to log in as a kid, I'm going to grab that student link and copy that link. And I'm just going to open a new tab up here at the top and paste the link in. And now it's going to take me to the student version of that schedule that I was working on. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, that's easier to understand now because I put it in and I want to see what the kids see.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a student version, and you can see my name is up here as a student. The student will see their name up here as themselves. It's also this tealy green color versus on
they're red.
On a teacher map, it's always this dark blue, like the University of Michigan.
And then the kids are the red, right?
The kids are this green color.
Oh, the green.
Like,
okay.
Yep, it's like the exact opposite. So ours has the teal here and the blue, and theirs is the opposite. It's the dark blue and then the teal in the bar.
Okay.
And so if I was a student and I went to this map, because as a teacher, you guys get a bunch of tabs up here at the top and it gets real crazy. So as a student, if I'm going to this review game, you can see they can have the directions read to them out loud here, but they don't have all of those options in the drawer that we do. And they can launch the activity. So here it takes them right to that website. You can see they don't have to do anything else. And I always teach my students to go back a tab to the left. So I'm going to go back a tab to the left. And when, let's say I did the game, when I check completed, watch the tabs up at the top, because this ABC Yeah tab is going to close automatically when I complete that activity. So it helps them manage their tabs.
That's cool. Now, if we don't, you're like ABC, yeah, you know, you have to have a membership. If there's certain things that there's links on the pre-made ones, but we don't have the permission to use it, will it still open?
I do not. I do not have a membership for ABC. Yeah.
Okay.
ABC Yeah has several free games on there.
Right.
When you do the membership, you can get rid of the advertisements. So any of the resources that are ABC Yeah are on there. If you don't have Epic, we have an Epic account that you can use, and the code for that is in the link if you don't switch it out.
Yeah. Now, Epic, you as an educator, I think you get it free, but as a parent, you got to pay.
Yes, and if you want your students to be able to read after school hours, like it's free during the school day, but at the end of the school day, I think like at 3:30.
Oh, it does change. Oh, okay.
It switches to paid. So your kids would be able to use the Epic site for free as a teacher during the school day, but then if you want them to access it after a certain time, you do have to pay for it.
Okay. That's a good thing. Maybe we have to put that in for school because that is a great resource.
Yeah. And so we have an Epic account that you're welcome to use. So anytime there's a link to Epic in the map, in the instructions of that map, there's our class code is in there so that the students can join.
So that will get us after the 3:30. Okay.
No, it won't give you after 3:30. Parents have to pay for that subscription.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have the subscription for Brain Pop.
Okay. Yeah, Brain Pop is also another paid one, but there's a couple free too. So that's what I was just curious if some of the cool links, if they're paid programs, would you still get access to them? So
we made sure that all the links that we have will work for you. And if it required an account, we talked to these companies and got an account.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
But here's what I'm thinking. We've been showing and sharing, and it would be really nice if you started playing around creating a schedule, and maybe we'll even have some time for show and tell. So what I suggest you do now is you can go to the CDC website. Dawn, would you put links in the chat to this site and grab a schedule? We have some upper L, some lower L. You can also go to the repository and search other schedules. You'll just put in the subject. You'll see the schedule is one of our subjects. So you can see what we've made, and also what other educators that are using roadmaps created. And there are some pretty nice first day and first week maps out there. So let's say I grab the schedule, and I'm gonna just start playing with it. And like Kelly said, I wanna try and put in a lesson. Try playing with it. The top 3 things to do would be to add an activity with the plus sign at the bottom center, delete an activity by clicking on it and then clicking on the red trash can here at the bottom. To move or link things, just get a hold of them with your mouse and drag them around, and to link, bump together. There we go. For changes inside the apps, Nicole already showed you how to make changes in Writer. To make changes, you can refer to us. You can ask us questions. We're still here. And you can also use our how-to videos tab on the CDC website. By app or by keyword, you can search. And good luck. And let's try to, even if you just do one activity, let's try to do something that we can later do a show and tell. So if I'm looking at the schedule, it is now 12:30. Let's say until 1:15, and then between 1:15 and 2, hopefully you can show us what you've created and we can talk about it, give you some tips and hints.
Great, Liana. I think that's a great idea, folks. Play around with it, ask questions, go to that video site. Yep, absolutely. Take Liat's roadmaps and modify them. That's what you got to do. You learn by doing. Right?
Nicole is still here, so if you have questions about modifying, she can walk you through it. Keep telling you. Nicole, you talked about Writer. Did you, and about websites, right? And a URL and how to change a URL.
Yes. But if anybody needs anything else, I am hanging out here.
Any questions? Is everybody on a schedule or on a map, trying to create something and not sure what to do next?
Hello. I'm trying to distribute the schedule to the students. Where do I go to click that?
So you're done? You finished? You made a schedule?
Well, I'm trying to, I have the schedule already and I need to click and change some stuff in it, but do you distribute to the students first before you change things?
No.
Okay.
Make all the changes and then send it out.
Okay, thank you.
But Vicky, the distribution is on the left bar at the bottom where it says distribute.
Okay, I have that. Thank you.
Leah, did we show them how to copy and paste one node and a group of nodes?
We didn't. I would also like to show how to copy a map because they're doing a schedule.
Yeah. Okay. So is that on the docket for when we come back?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll see some awesome maps or activities and we can show them that. And obviously it's a learning process, right? We can't show everything, but we're here. We'll stay here and.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to make my schedule and my notes will not move. What did I hit? So there's, let me show you. Let me see if I can show you. So I'm trying to click on these and these aren't moving anymore. And I can't hear anybody.
Let's see. Could you share again? Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, let's see. So you see how I can't, did I hit something that made it stay or what did I do?
Could you try refreshing up in the upper left? Let's see what that'll do.
Made me lose everything.
Oh, that was great, Elliot. Well, don't ever listen to Elliot.
Don't worry. Okay, let me start over. Thanks.
Right. But you know what you could do? It says Untitled. Go into your Modify My Roadmaps. Click on that because there should be a map called Untitled Roadmaps.
Oh.
There it is. So let's see. But we got 3 of them. So let's. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's take a look at what they look like. Well, that one doesn't got anything. Let's try the next one. Because they're different, even though they have the same name.
Right, because I've just been playing around. Here we go.
Yeah. So I would make a name quick.
Yeah. How do I do that?
Click where it says Untitled Roadmap.
I'll just click it. Oh, okay.
But that's great. What do you think? Yeah, that's a great schedule.
Yes. Now let's see if they'll move now.
Yep.
Yay.
Okay. Thank you.
You might say daily schedule. Maybe it's 8:27, 1 p.m. or something like that. Give it a real name.
Okay.
Yeah, because you might change it again, right? Copy it and then change it again, which would be a very typical thing to do.
Okay.
Because once you get one, you're going to copy it, change it a little bit, copy it, change it a little bit.
Right. Okay.
Sandy, click on the three dots on the top, choose student link, and paste that link or URL in a new tab.
Liat or Elliot, we have a question. Some of our new virtual teachers want to be able to demonstrate this to their students, what the kids are actually going to see when they're looking at their screen. Is there a way they can show the actual student version and not the teacher version as they are going through it without doing a split screen?
Yes.
Yes.
So here is a schedule that's a teacher's version, right? It has the blue top.
Yeah,
it has.
Hold on one moment. Hold on one moment. Sorry, it's on the other computer. Okay, go ahead.
Click the three dots on top.
Three dots on
Choose
top.
student link.
Student link. Uh-huh. Three dots, student link.
Yeah. Then copy link. It's going to be here at the bottom in a second. This is a. There we go. Copy link. You see? Done. I'm opening a new tab, pasting that link, and now I'm going to see a student version. And remember, your students are going to go to start.roadmap.center, where they're going to find all their maps, or to Google Classroom, depending on how you're going to distribute it. And then it's going to generate a student link for me. I'm sorry, student view.
Can you change? No.
I think our biggest thing is we have got to get in the habit of telling our kids to close out a tab once they open it. Open a node, then close it out.
Yes, but if they forget, when they click complete, when they click
It closes it for them.
But it's not closing it for us. And
for the teachers, no.
And that's where we're getting confused at. But it does close it for them when they click complete.
Yes. So let me show you. I am a student. I click launch. It's going to take me to Get Epic. I go back a tab to the map. I did it. I read the book. Complete. Did you see it? Closed the tab on top.
Ah, excellent.
And colored it in for me, so I know I'm done with reading for today. And I only have 3 more activities to do.
Thank you.
And Sandy, on the topic of habits, recommendation, teach your students to always read the instructions before they launch.
Liat, if you could find a way for us to get that embedded in them, you would be a millionaire, because every teacher must say that 1,000 times within a school year.
Oh, I know, and it doesn't help, but we try, right?
Retry.
Okay, are we ready for some show and tell?
All right, Liat, you want me to share?
Absolutely.
It's not pretty.
So just click on the green arrow at the bottom to share your screen.
Okay.
Or are you talking on the?
All righty.
Beautiful.
Okay, if everybody can see it, I'll show you. Miss Hale and I have been working on this together. We did a little coach's corner where she did the driving question. We have a teacher check-in, which is a Google form. You can see we got the Google form here. Oh, shoot.
It's okay. It's not lost. You just need to go back to modify my roadmaps, and I see you already have it open.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, so let me go back. We have a feelings map. Now, this is what we were practicing. We were practicing putting a map, a roadmap within a roadmap. So we had a couple people over here practicing. So that's why there's 3 of the same things, because we had it done 3 different times. So they're all the same things. This is, each one of these is a roadmap within a roadmap. So, and they're all different names. So what all we did was add a roadmap that has a roadmap inside of it, because we wanted to figure out how you guys were doing that. And that's what we were practicing.
Awesome.
So not quite a schedule, but that's what we wanted to do.
No, that's great. That's great that you practiced. And let's see, and that you're linking, and I see different types of links and different shapes and different colors.
Yep, we did a resource up here in case we wanted to do Google Meets. We added a Google Meet up here also. So that was ours, and we, Ms. Hale and I did a collaboration up here. All right, so we can. That was it. I told you it wasn't fancy. We were just playing around a little bit.
That's awesome.
Okay.
While we have you here, let's say that you want your own copy of the map, so you can send it to your kids, right? Without making changes to the original. So your collaborator, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Hale. Hale, H-A-L-E.
So Hale could also send it to her kids and make her changes. Mm-hmm. So if you go to modify my roadmaps,
okay,
you will find this map that you're both on.
Okay, right here.
Exactly. If you click on the 3 dots to the right.
Right here.
You can make a copy.
Yep, oops. Here it is right here. And I'm going to make a copy.
Yep.
So I will have my own and she will have hers.
Exactly.
And that way I can change mine and she can change hers if we want.
Exactly. And also if you're making a schedule and you are building Monday, you would just make slight changes, right? Change the worksheets, change the lessons, the maps within maps, change the math lesson, the ELA lesson, and you have Tuesday ready.
Exactly.
Copy again, ready for Wednesday.
Right. Now, yeah, Miss Hale just made a point. Now that we made a copy, the original one is still the same. So the 2 are still the same, but if I want to change it now, I can change it, but it's still the same one. She still has the same one and I didn't touch it.
Yes.
Correct. If she wants to go back to your original, I can still go back to her original and edit because I'm still a collaborator on it. But you can see it came up as copy of Coach's Corner on mine. So if I want to go back to the original one, it still has her name as the owner. You can look on, it's on there. It has her name as the owner. So that's the one that her and I are collaborators on it. But now I have a copy of it. So if I want to change it, I'm going to change the one that I have a copy of and use that as mine personally. But since she's the owner, I would then only collaborate on the one that her and I are collaborators on and do my own personal on my own personal one that just has me as the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Ask her if you want to take away the collaboration right.
If Hale wants me off of her map, because now she's mad, she's now mad at me. She's mad at me and she says, Fioko, I don't want you on my map no more. Can she take me off as a collaborator?
No.
No.
And that's an important lesson for the kids. Think before you add a collaborator to your map. Think who you're adding.
It's like a marriage that cannot be broken.
Catholic marriage. But again, you can always make copies, leave the original, make a copy, and keep working on your copy.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how you make a copy. This will make your life so much easier once you have the a schedule ready or a lesson ready. Nicole can tell you when we are building out our units, that's how we do it. We make a copy of a lesson and make changes because we want the same template, right? We want the same format.
I just had an error I wanted to let everybody know. I was signed in Google Chromes under my personal email, and when I went to download that schedule, it denied me access to my roadmaps because it says that when I downloaded it under my personal email. So when I tried to open it, it denied me access because it opened roadmaps under my personal email account, and I tried to use my work, so it was confusing. So you have to be careful with what profile you're on, guys, because you may get a denied access pop-up. It's probably because you may be working between two different accounts. I'll send a screenshot so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay. I mean, you can give permissions from your personal email as well, and then it should work on that as well. But you're making a good point, Dina. It's really just be mindful of what email you're logged in as, so you don't get confused and you can see all your maps.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share their creation, their map? Kenya, I'm looking at you.
Hold on, I'm just trying. Mine is not color coded yet. I'm just getting stuff on there. So hold on. It's not cute at all just yet. Is that it? No. Is this it? Oh, okay. So that's what this is where I'm at right now. So I'm just getting my schedule together. And then I'm going to make it pretty.
You know what? Let's give it a quick makeover right now. Can you do a right click on the background?
I did right click on the background with the grid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right click.
Yeah.
I did. It's not doing anything.
Huh. Nicole, it's a right click, right? I'm not confusing.
Is she on a Chromebook?
I'm on the teacher Acer. Yep.
Yeah. So try a 2-finger tap.
I was gonna make my public announcement. Guys, invest in my.
If you do a 2-finger tap on the background, will that work?
Got it.
Because there's not a right click.
That's when you need to.
Let me try it. Let me put my mouse in. Maybe that'll help.
They really do need to invest in it. A mouse and headphones, guys. You need to invest in those two things.
Nope.
Yeah, I have a
Oh, well, here we go.
There we go. Click background.
Yep, right.
Choose the color, any color.
Ooh.
There we go.
Okay.
Fancy.
Fancy. I'm fancy.
I can't see her. Let me see. Oh.
Okay.
I know. I'm
And I am going to change, but I'm not there yet.
But there you go. Instant makeover.
Thank you.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have my, I know.
And while you're sharing your screen, I see you have an empty bubble there, an empty node.
Yeah.
Why don't we delete that, right? It's not meant to be there.
Well, no, I was going to put it down here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not done yet. So I'm just getting my schedule. I don't even know if this is the way I want it to look with the times. I'm just playing with it right now, so.
That's beautiful, and I love that you're already playing around with a layout, and you have it, and you changed the name, which is great. I see you have added a picture.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Very nice.
Well, thank you. All right, I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to unshare now.
Anybody else want to share what they created? If you wanted to do something, like I want to do something, but I'm not sure what app to use or how to do it.
Mouse does work better. 11, 12:30.
Well,
hi.
Hello.
Here, let me put my video on. I just have a quick question. I'm playing around with it. I just started really, but I wanted to make something smaller. I think I missed the memo on that. So let me see if I can share mine. The one that I'm trying to. Where's the?
It's a green arrow on the bottom of the Zoom. It says share screen.
Okay. Let me get to my roadmap first, though. Okay. This is a new one I just started. Okay. So you see how big this is? How do I condense these?
I can't see your screen.
Oh, it didn't work.
But I have a feeling you're asking about how to zoom in and out.
How, can you see it now?
Yeah. So you want to make the node smaller, see a bigger view, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you see on the left corner you have a magnifying glass right below the drawer?
Left corner, right below the drawer.
You see you have a little magnifying glass?
Oh, sheesh.
On the
gray bar.
Down at the bottom?
There we go. Yeah, right here. If you click on it, you can zoom in and out.
Oh, so it moves everything at one time.
Yeah, it's just a view, a zoom. And if you click on the squares, it will center it. It will find the center of your map.
Okay. Okay, so I want it smaller.
Yep.
Wait, not that small. Okay. All right. So this is considered center?
Yep.
Okay. So as I add things, it'll automatically readjust?
Well, no, if you, it will stay on where you are. And if you want it to be readjusted, you would click on the square and it will center it for you again.
Okay. All righty. Thank you. Just a quick question.
Any more quick questions?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. And is there an easier way to connect the lines here? So when I'm here, you just bump into it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see.
It takes a little practice. That's why we also put it in the Disney map so the kids can practice it.
Okay, good.
But once you've got it, you'll never lose it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
But if nobody else has any questions, Nicole, why don't, oh, I hear a question?
Camille.
Yes.
Camille. I can hear you, Shannon. I hear you. Yeah, I just kept saying, can you hear me? Where's the but they heard you too. Oh, but you're not muted. No, you didn't mute the other thing. You unmuted the wrong thing. I'm here now.
Burks, we can still hear you.
Oh, my background noise.
It does matter because I
Leah, did you want me to share a copy and paste? I got a little
Yes.
something set up.
Yes, you read my mind. Beautiful. We're vibing here.
All righty. So this is that same schedule that I was working on. I am working on making it fancy for my little kindergarten kiddos. So I'm going through and adding little clip art images. If you have not added an image yet, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. So I clicked on my Tuesday. I'm going to image and choose image, and you can search Google for an image, or you can, I like to search Google kind of outside and then save it to my drive so I can use it later if I need to. So I saved images in my drive, and so I'm going to grab my little Tuesday and pop that in my roadmap. Now, when I launch my Tuesday, it still has all of these resources. And I am not a classroom teacher. And so this would be a really great schedule maybe for a classroom teacher, but for me, it doesn't work. But I still want to use this map that's already created. So I am going to hold the control key down on my keyboard. So CTRL, control. I'm going to hold that down, and then I am going to click and drag to make a selection box across all of these nodes at one time. And the drawer pops out and it says that I have selected a group of nodes. And I'm just gonna delete them all because that's way too much for my little kindergartners anyway. And then back here in my Monday, I created 3 very simple nodes for my kindergartners when I see them in computer class. We normally start with a mini lesson. I actually normally start with a read aloud, but I'm gonna put that in the writer if we are online. Right now we're face-to-face. So I normally do a little read aloud, and then I have my mini lesson, and then they get to try something independently. And then normally at the end, they might have 5 to 8 minutes to play a little review game in my class. And so I want to take this whole thing and put it on my Tuesday. So I'm gonna hold that control key again, and I'm going to click and drag to select all of my nodes. That drawer is gonna pop out. I'm gonna put my mouse on one of the nodes and right click, copy. And then I'm gonna go back to my Tuesday and right click, paste. And there's all of my nodes in my Tuesday ready to go. And I can do that for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well. If you want to just move one node instead of a group, you can click on one node and right click copy, and you can paste just one node as well. So kind of nice if you make a template that you're gonna follow. This is what we do when we're building our curriculum. The first thing we do is create the lesson template, and there's nothing inside of these yet. So these are all empty nodes. They're just what I plan to use. So I created my template and then I will copy and paste that so that they're ready for me to drop the resources that I want into them. You can also do that with a lesson from a curriculum map. So if I went back to a curriculum map, like if I went to modify my roadmaps and I pulled up like a math lesson, let's say I'm teaching 4th grade and we are doing that first day. So this is got 3 lessons inside of it. I don't want to send all 3 lessons to my students. So I'm going to launch. And now I have 1, 2, 3 lessons. I want to send this first lesson to my kiddos. I want to put this in my schedule. So I'm going to right click, copy. I'm going to go back to my schedule, right click, paste. And now that math unit or that math lesson is right in there. And I didn't share the entire unit map with students. I just shared that one lesson that we're going to do on that one day with my kiddos. Anything else you want me to show while I'm in here, Liat?
No, that was a great idea. We're teaching them how to embed a map, but copying and pasting from your original unit, another way to go. Just copy and paste the lesson you need for the day. Thank you, Nicole. That was very helpful. Anything else that you think you might need and you're not sure how you're going to do?
I do have another question. So when I am moving my notes around to position them, the drawers keep opening. Is there a way that I can stop those from opening to just work with my notes on the screen?
You and I both wish that was possible. Because it gets annoying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Linda, it is on the CDC side. It's called early. I can open it. I have it open. It's called UMCDC Sample Lower Elementary K3. I'm guessing that's the map you're referring to. I can put the name in the chat. There we go.
We've got about 20 minutes left, folks. We're going to have to end at 2. So kind of think about wrapping up the questions. We're always here. We'll answer questions. You can go to the, I'm going to dump into the chat the email that you should send your questions to, because a number of people are on that email list, so somebody can answer it quickly. So I'll put that in the chat. But you're learning by doing the right thing.
That's great, right? And the more they work, the more questions we get. So.
Yep.
Sandy, do you want me to show you how to do a collaborative map in a solo map so you can maybe show it to other teachers later on when they're ready?
Thank you, Leah, but I think we're going to pass on it for right now. How about we give everybody, I know my brain's kind of overloaded, but how about we give everybody a few more minutes just to play around and do that kind of stuff? And then maybe in some of our subsequential follow-up trainings, as we get a little bit more deeper dived into this and more developmentally deeper into this, we can do that. Right now, we're just setting up, especially for the first month or so.
No, you're right, and it is a more advanced feature for the teachers and for the students.
Yes. Thanks, though. Can you please apply the necessary?
Yeah. And then you know you can do roadmap within the roadmap too, so. Yeah, that right. Mr. Yoko is just learning that.
What?
How to put a roadmap within a roadmap.
Yep.
We getting there.
I got it, though. I got it.
So we need to teach the virtual teachers how to do that.
Will do.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, there's more learning tonight.
Yeah, I got a webinar when I'm here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So fancy.
You all did say that everything we do on here automatically saves, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we really didn't cut, Tiffany, you're absolutely right. We didn't talk about the PDF, Hal, and how to upload and download a PDF. At this point, I think people are a little bit, they've heard too much, but we do have a how-to video about it. If you go to the CDC how-to videos, we can put a link. We have teacher videos, and you can see all, you can watch the PDF video and see how to delete a PDF you uploaded and how to put a new one.
Also, Tiffany, if you are wondering about deleting pages on a PDF, I'm going to share my screen real quick for you. I have this really amazing app or extension called PDF to Go. And if you want to split a PDF apart, you just click split the PDF. You can choose files from your computer or your Google Drive. So let's say I have, oh man, I have so much. Like I have, oh, I'm trying to find something that has a bunch of pages. So I think this one has a bunch of pages. It is the technology type of standards that I use for my computer classes. And it does. So it has several pages, but I just need, you know, one of them. So I can split the pages. I can choose to split all the pages. And this way, once I split all the pages, I can choose to save those pages. And then in PDF-Pal, so now I have all of these pages, so I can download them to my computer as individual PDFs. I don't need to go down through and download all of them, but that's okay. So now I am in a roadmap. I'm going to go to PDF-Pal. And I'm going to launch PDF-Pal. And then instead of getting all 5 of those pages, I'm just gonna have 1 page on here.
Nicole, while you're here, can you show how to take it off? Let's say, oh my God, that's not what I wanted there.
Yeah, so I decided I don't want this page on here. I need something else. Is it control?
Backspace.
Backspace. Not backspacing.
It's really up to your computer. It can also be alt delete.
Oh, it's control backspace. Thank you. So if you're on a Windows machine, it's control backspace. And then that takes the PDF off, and now I can put a new PDF on that is ready to go for my kiddos. And PDF Pal is like awesome sauce when it comes to guest teacher plans. I am fully making some maps that are full of web resources and guest teacher PDFs. So
thank you, Nicole. So in 2 minutes, we're gonna end the day. As we mentioned, feel free to ask us questions. You have an email on the chat where to send them, and a bunch of us will get it, and one of us at least will answer. So please keep the questions coming. You also have a great resource in your community. A couple of your teachers, Sandy and Dina, have been to several of our webinars. So please ask each other. You have great resources in your community. And again, we are here. Professor Soloway?
I want to say thank you, folks. It's been an amazing 2 days, right? Just an amazing 2 days. Leon, Nicole, Denise who was here, Dawn. I mean, you guys did a tremendous job. And Sandy and Dina helping everybody. I mean, it takes a community. It absolutely takes a community. It takes a school, and you're ready. You guys are ready to do it, man. Woof. Wow. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So thank you very much. Can you use digital curricula to ask your questions, because there's about 8 or 9 people on it. So somebody's going to know the answer, and we'll get to you quickly. Last minute questions? Okay, and you don't really need this the video URL. I'll send it out. It doesn't matter. I'll get it posted, and I'll send it out. Thank you, everybody. Leon,
Thank you,
Sandy. Thank you.
Have a great
thank
day.
you
Have a
so
great
much.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.